What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the P4G. This is week 2. We're going to be going up against Kyle A, the founder of the P4G. I'm really excited for this game. I've never played Kyle in League format, but we're really good friends. Also, I apologize for my shirt like blending into my green screen. I don't really care at this point. I think it looks kind of cool. So this game is really hard for me, and I'm just saying this because of the matchup, like the offensive matchup on his side. He has so many offensive threats that it's really hard to prepare for everything that he could possibly bring. He has a Mega Blastoise, Latios, Dugtrio, Alolan Marowak, Scolipede, Zoroark, Alolan Ninetales, Superior, Manectric, Bouffalant, and Rampardos. Realistically, look at Superior up. Manectric, Bouffalant, and Rampardos, I think, are the 3 most least likely mons to come. Mainly because I can run Trick Room. I can beat them in Trick Room. Even with 2 speed boosts, they can outspeed Excadrill in the sand. Even if they do get that up, they cannot OHKO my entire team, and they can be beaten back pretty easily. So, ultimately, I do not think those bottom 3 mons will come. Superior, Ninetales, Zoroark, Scolipede, Alolan Marowak, Dugtrio, Latios, Blastoise. Any of them can come, and any of them are so threatening against my team. Alolan Ninetales is probably the least threatening, I will say that now. Mainly because the Alolan Ninetales can't really touch my Snorlax. If I curse up on it, I can beat it. So I don't really think Alolan Ninetales will come. Superior, I think, is definitely coming, 110%, because my best switch into it is actually going to be my Snorlax, and if he sets up a Leech Seed on me, that's bad. So I don't really think Superior is going to be left on the bench. That's a definite bring. Scolipede, Latios, Mega Blastoise, Alolan Marowak, I think, are the other 4 guaranteed brings on his end. Mega Blastoise for spin, Alolan Marowak because it is really hard for me to switch into. It's also really hard for me to kill. Scolipede because it actually it literally sweeps my entire team if I have 1 Mon weakened. So I need to be careful of that. And then Zoroark is scary because offensively I can't check it the best. So I'm a little scared for Zoroark. I'm a little scared for Scolipede, and I'm really scared for Mega Blastoise. Dougie is another mon that can be really threatening against my team. However, I think I've crafted a team that ultimately can't allow Dugtrio to trap something and destroy my team. I've crafted a team to where it can trap something, but whenever it traps it, it's not going to hinder every single plan that I have for the rest of his team. So let's go ahead and talk about this game. This is going to be the first mon I'm bringing. This Leavanny set, actually, let me talk a little bit about like what I originally wanted to bring. I originally wanted to bring a Acid Armor Baton Pass Vaporeon into AV Snorlax. That's originally what I wanted. However, I found that it wasn't hitting hard enough. I found that it wasn't picking up the KOs I wanted it to. It still wasn't living as much as I wanted it to live. So I ended up taking off that meme idea. Then I had Sand plus Thundy T offense to try to wear down his team quickly from the very beginning and then hopefully win late game with Mega Zam. That didn't work out too well because I wasn't able to get my offense going fast enough for him to not get his offense going fast enough. So I ended up scrapping that idea, and then I went with this idea, which was centered around Leavanny. What stopped both of those teams was the combination of Alolan Marowak plus Blastoise. And I think this is going to be a good way for me to pretty much counter that. I'm not going to say counter, but it does a whole lot of work. This Leavanny has enough speed for, I believe, hold on one second, let me remember. 131, I think that's max speed Bouffalant, or max speed Rampardos, maybe? No, that's Mega Blastoise. That's max speed Mega Blastoise. And Adamant Leaf Blade to Mega Blastoise, if he is fully defensive, I built this team like a week and a half ago, so I'm reminding myself of the calcs while I'm telling you guys. Leaf Blade does 49 to 59%, so if I have up rocks, that is an easy 2-hit KO. And then against Marowak-Alola, knockoff does 71 to 84 if he has no HP investment, so after rocks plus a Leaf Blade plus a knockoff, there is no way he could tank a hit. So this takes out 2 of the threats to my team that stopped my offense from going. Then, once I had this implemented onto my offense teams, I didn't have enough to stop his offense. So I went with what stops my offense, plus a combination of what can stop his offense, plus a fantastic late game cleaner against his team. So that's how I went about building this team. It's kind of confusing because I had to go through so many different variations. I've never had to go through this many variations. Normally I build one team and I make a couple of small edits and I'm good to go with that. But this one I literally built like a completely different team every single time. But Yache Berry is there to help me take a hidden power ice from Superior if he's at +2 or +4 or whatever. It's also there to help me take an Ice Beam from Mega Blastoise so I can kill that thing and get it out of the way. Because that's like one of his only switch-ins to Scald from Vaporeon. It's one of his best switch-ins to Snorlax as well. So if I can like just get that out of the way, it's gone. And then I have Baton Pass. Now, Baton Pass is there because if I know he's going to switch out, like let's say he sees that his Blastoise is going to take 50% from a Leaf Blade, or he switched into a Leaf Blade and he took 50% to it, I want to Baton Pass out of there, get into something else, expecting him to switch, and I have a team that can take advantage of anything that he goes into as long as I get a free switch in. So Baton Pass is pretty crucial here. X-Scissor is there just for the Superior, again if he's Hidden Power Ice, which I think he will be Hidden Power Ice, not Hidden Power Fire or Rock. I think he will be Hidden Power Ice. Like, he needs it for Thundy, and then he needs it for Leavanny. I think that's it, but Hidden Power Rock also hits both of them. I don't think he'll bring Hidden Power Rock. I think he'll bring Hidden Power Ice. I think so. I'm hoping. If he does bring Hidden Power Rock, then this isn't the best switch into it, but then I do still have my Snorlax, and I can beat it that way a little bit. And all I need is a little bit of chip damage off on it, and then my Alakazam can come in and beat it down. So ultimately, I do think this is a good set. This will probably be my main switch into Superior to prevent him from getting up Leech Seeds on me. Like, the way a lot of games went is I had my Vaporeon in, I went for Scald, he went into Superior, I switched into Snorlax, he clicked Leech Seed. To prevent that, I'm going to go directly into my Leavanny, and then I'm going to go ahead and start firing off big hits that way. If I get rid of his Superior, then I still have a really big way of killing his Alolan Marowak in my Excadrill. I also have a really big way of dealing with his Mega Blastoise with my Snorlax plus my Vaporeon combination can wear it down really easily, putting it in range of my Mega Alakazam. So this set is extremely crucial for his team. I cannot let this thing die off early, especially if I see the combination of Alolan Marowak plus Mega Blastoise plus Superior. Can't let it die. This set right here is going to be for Scolipede. I have Toxic Spikes, Hex, Trick Room, and Destiny Bond. If I do not see Scolipede, I'm leading off with this thing and I'm getting up a layer of Toxic Spikes. It doesn't matter what he goes into. If he wants to Rapid Spin them away with Blastoise, I don't really give a shit. He'll be poisoned and I can deal with that a little bit easier. If he does bring Scolipede, the second Scolipede comes in, unless he leads with it, then I'm going to go directly into this, set up a Trick Room. He can kill me with any one hit, or he can like kill me with a Poison Jab into something else. I'm going to click Destiny Bond and then I'm going to take it out. If he switches out, then that's fine. The threat is gone for another day, and then he'll struggle to kill the rest of my team once he's already taken a little bit of damage from like rocks, things like that. So this set is crucial to help me not get swept by what's it called? To help me not get swept by Scolipede. Destiny Bond is also really crucial because if I have the Cobra Berry and then it's like this, he didn't bring Scolipede, and this, it's like this versus Lastmon, Zoroark, and he's like Choice Banded or Choice Scarfed or whatever, I can click Destiny Bond, he'll kill me, and then Destiny Bond will take him out, and then I'll be able to win if I have another Monolive. But this overall is very, very good against his team. It's going to be pretty crucial, I think. But then we have Spadef Curslax. Now, remember how I said Alolan Marowak is kind of sort of a threat for my team? It's also kind of sort of a big risk for him to bring it, because I have a lot of things that can pressure it very, very easily. I have Kofag, which can take a hit if I'm bringing the Kasib Berry. I have my Vaporeon, which can wall it pretty much really, really well, and then I can outspeed it and hit it with a Scald. I have my Excadrill, which in sand can completely nuke it. I have my Alakazam, which can completely nuke it with a Shadow Ball. I have my Gigalith, which can completely nuke it with a Stone Edge. I have my Alolan Persian, with which a Foul Play will do a metric fuck ton of damage. I have my Primeape, which can threaten it out a little bit with like Stone Edge, and I can U-turn on it. Like, if he brings Alolan Marowak, there's a lot against my team that can stop it. So, this is going to be my win con if he does not bring Alolan Marowak. And if he brings like Alolan Ninetales, if he brings Mega Blastoise, I can set up on the vast majority of things on his team. I can set up on Lottie, I can set up on Alolan Ninetales, I can set up on Manectric too if he decides to bring that over Alolan Marowak. So I can set up on a good amount of things, and he just doesn't have the best switch-ins to a Body Slam. Because his team is so offensive and so fast, if I get off a Body Slam para on even one thing, it's instantly neutered against my team. Leavanny can then revenge kill it, Excadrill can revenge kill it, and so can my Mega Alakazam. So this is a second win con depending on what he brings. A lot of this I tried to prep for depending on what he brings, while still also having another method or another use for them. So I really like this set. But then we have Wish, Heal Bell, Baton Pass, Scalding, Vaporeon. This will be my main switch into Mega Blastoise. I'm really expecting him to be lead Hazard's Scolipede. If he gets any help with this team, someone's going to point out, well, he only has Excadrill as Hazard Remover. You could lead off with Scolipede, get off a layer of Toxic Spikes, 2 layers of Spikes, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, I fully expect that. So I want to be able to have Heal Bell to heal up any poison that my team gets, even though two things won't really matter because of Excadrill and then Snorlax having Rest. I still want to be able to wish them off because my Excadrill does have Rapid Spin, spoiler alert, but I'm really, really excited for this set. I really like Spadef Vaporeon. It's going to be a really good check to Mega Blastoise. And whenever I switch this thing into Mega Blastoise, so he doesn't get it weakened, it's going to bait in the Superior almost every single time. So it's going to be really nice for me to just get off some good chip damage, wish up, let him go into Superior. I can then go into Leavanny, take any one hit, and then I'll be back at full, and then I can deal with things that way. Then we have a fully Fizdef Excadrill. This is a weird set, okay? I know that fully Fizdef Excadrill is weird. I realize this. However, if he is fully Fizdef Mega Blastoise like I'm expecting him to be for my Excadrill, this will be his main switch in. I can Toxic that thing. I can set up Stealth Rocks. This is going to be my main lead if I see Scolipede. If I don't see Scolipede, then Kofag is going to be my my main lead. But if I can get up Rocks early on, I can actually pressure his team enough to where he won't be able to Rapid Spin for free. He'll take Rocks, and then I can probably pressure him enough for that. Once he takes Rocks, Leavanny 2 KOs is best spinner anyway. So with this thing also being able to outspeed uninvested Mega Blastoise, I can Toxic it, wear it down very easily, and then I can just wish up with my Vaporeon and beat it that way. Rapid Spin is also super important because if he does lead off with his Scolipede like I'm expecting him to, I want to be able to Rapid Spin away those hazards. I need to be able to Rapid Spin away those hazards, and his Ghost type being Alolan Marowak does not want to switch into this thing at all to block the Rapid Spin, so I fully expect him to try to set up with me turn 1. So the entire team that I've brought has been meant to wear down. Oh, also Moldbreaker Earthquake does a metric fuck ton to Megalodios. Megalodios can't do more than 50% to me, except with like a Draco Meteor plus a crit Draco Meteor, then he can like kill me. However, Earthquake puts him directly in range of my Mega Alakazam's hit or a Body Slam from Snorlax. So super important, super important. So my entire team has been designed to wear down his team enough to where I can send in Mega Alakazam and I can beat him late game. With this speed, I outspeed quite literally everything on his team along with his slower Choice Scarf users. So that's really cool. I have Sub, Energy Ball, Psychic, and Dazzling Gleam. Sub is there in case he is not a choiced item Zoroark. Like, if he's not Choice Scarfed. If he is not Choice Scarfed, I'm able to sub up on it, and then I'm able to click Dazzling Gleam and kill it. Like, sub up on a Sucker Punch, and then I'll be able to Dazzling Gleam and kill it. I fully expect that to happen. Energy Ball plus Psychic nukes quite literally everything on his team. I could run Shadow Ball for what's it called? Alolan Marowak. However, let me tell you. Psychic does 93 to 109% to completely uninvested Alolan Marowak. So one switch into Rocks, it's dead. If he's max HP after a switch into a Rocks, he is dead. So I don't really need Shadow Ball. I wanted Dazzling Gleam to be able to hit Lottie plus Zoroark, not Lottie plus Alolan Marowak. So that's why I have that coverage. But overall, this team, I think it's going to work out pretty well against him. I really like it. I think it has the potential to beat him. It all depends on how he plays and what he's going to try to pull off against me. I'm really scared for this game because I want to have my 2-0 record. I want everything. I really want Leavanny to work. I really like this Mon. But I'm just really scared for this game. But I hope you guys are excited to see this game. It'll be up tomorrow. And if you guys are ready, make sure you leave a like down below for me. Make sure you also leave a comment letting me know what you think of the team, letting me know what you think I could have prepped better for, what I should not have prepped for as much. Like if I shouldn't have prepped as much for Superior or Mega Blastoise. Let me know. I always love hearing feedback in the comments. But with all that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.